Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, and I'm back again. I was only with you a few moments ago, but there's something that I was thinking that is so fantastic about hope and keeping hope alive. And I have to believe that at least for the past 400 years, the ones that we have been talking about, black people and people of color have been keeping hope alive. And I have to believe in humanity. And to do that, I must extend that same reality to some of those who have been privileged under white supremacy. I have to even believe that some amongst them have been hoping that one day we as a humankind, we as a human race can be free from everything that binds us, that keeps us divided, which tears away life at its core. I guess this is a day we truly should be grateful. We should be celebrating the fact that for over months and months, almost a year, I believe it's around 11 months, a young brother was selected for what fate, I don't know, for what spiritual guidance, I don't know, but was robbed of his life so that the whole world could see what every part of humanity, wherever you live at, you go through some form of this. And this is why you all were made aware of it. You were made aware of it and you stood up to acknowledge that, yes, it is you too. And right now you are crying out for freedom. You're crying out for relief. You're crying out for freedom, just like black people and people of color are in the United States of America. And though you have some privileges that many of us don't have, just the same, your pain and suffering that as a result of that you are being denied is just as strong as that which we. And so you are looking for us. You're calling for us to stand up, because today we stood up together for all of these months, and today we can celebrate people united to save humanity. I believe this phrase was ushered up a while ago, quite a few years ago, by a brother that was for the cause and have been out here practically all of his life, out of school, standing up for the rights of black people. A preacher, young preacher, had the ability to do whatever he wanted to do, but he chose to serve the blessings of God and to deliver that message into the lives that brought freedom to people. Walked right beside Dr. King. I have to give him this. I remember I can see Dr. King lying up on that floor, and I can see Reverend Jesse Jackson there close by him. That was there, ladies and gentlemen. That was the struggle. And when I see today, yesterday, April 20th, 2021, I can see in the background an elder who has been there in the beginning of our time. I felt the pain and suffering that he felt when he remembered that we've always been going through this. But he always said, keep hope alive. And this day, for this moment in time, that moment in time, hope paid off. I could feel the joy in him when I saw he dropped his head and saw some tears run from him. I know he wished that he was up there at that microphone, but he is the foundation for which those who are up at that microphone saying what they are saying, because he stood. My God. Hey, we all did. See these white hairs in our head? That we've been back here. We went through this and we are grateful. But we learned something yesterday that we haven't learned in quite some time, and we did get it once, but we forgot. And right now, we must unify ourselves, not just black people of color and people of America, but people all over the earth that suffer the same kinds of things. We must be a people united to save America. And Americans, it appears as though the world is looking for us. We've been on the top hill for quite some time, and the people have seen us and been surprised by what we have been delivering to them. The pain, the suffering has engulfed us. And it seems as though that which we have advocated for so long is being buried. But now we see that it is not. We see what it takes. It takes we, the people, not politicians, not lawyers in this. It takes we, the people. We the people can get the politicians to do right. We the people can get the lawyers to do right. We the people can get government to do right. We the people can get God to do right. So I'm saying to all of us who have experienced this great American experience over the past, well, let's say year, and we've seen an outcome, a positive outcome. So I say, let us come closer together. Let us unite even more for just the common cause. And rather than us, let's say it again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say it. Rather than us coming together for the brothers and sisters that are going to be murdered, because this is just one step. We can still stand up and demand accountability. But let us make sure that our stance, our golden stance, is to change the system that causes and allows and facilitates all the pain and suffering that we're going through. Let us make sure that we as American citizens who have suffered are now relieved from the burden of homelessness, relieved from the burden of lack of food, relieved from the burden of access to education, relieved from the burden of health care, relieved from the burden of lack of jobs and careers. Let us together work for peace and prosperity and freedom and joy of life and the fulfillment of all of our dreams here in America. And let us stand up on that hill, shining like the sun, that whatever we do, whatever we're learning, it get a chance to shine some rays over there in China to help our brothers and sisters that's in bondage over there. That it shines over in North Korea and help our brothers and sisters over there. That it shines over in Africa and help our brothers and sisters over there. That it shines, my friend, in Russia where pain and suffering is. Let us stand up so the world can see that there's something good, that there's something that will say when pain is bothering us, when suffering is bothering us, that is not the time to increase prices on petroleum. That is not the time to increase prices on everything when people are suffering. That means that you are concerned only about something else and not the people. And ladies and gentlemen, we have learned that people united can not only save America, people united can save the world. Just think about that. Give it some serious thought, ladies and gentlemen, because we're on the move now. We got young brothers and sisters out there doing what they're doing, but we got some elders who've been out here who can tell them maybe we've been down that road. So let's take another road. You know, if we don't know, we will keep going through those same changes that we have been going through. That's why it took so long for us to finally get a little bit of justice with police killing here in Minnesota. That old vicious bull kept going around and around and around. And we, the people, did everything we possibly could to stop it. But we were not able to stop it. But fate came to our rescue. Fate found itself in one of the most evil cops in Minnesota. Fate found itself in a young man for some strange reason. I don't know why this young man was chosen, but he was chosen. And fate executed the power of mankind against mankind so that the whole world could see it and the whole world stood together. Don't give up. Yes, there are a lot of people who still believe that they can go buy guns and take the land. There are those who still believe that they can change the law and dehumanize us. But yesterday proved that it ain't necessarily so. And we're not trying to draw blood, but we're not trying to run from it. If it takes that, if it takes water to cleanse the earth of its evilness, it has been prophesied that it might take fire, and it doesn't mean raining from heaven. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.